Hello, I am Aldairi Raself, and I'm going to discuss the Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation most effective tactics available, DOAXVV meta. So, in the I posted a week ago about the DOAXVV beginner's guide, which is found on the Steam community page. And of course, the game has been updated ever since, and there are new features to the game now. Most notably is the deco bromides. And in the guide, it did mention that the owner room missions before uh, weren't used for the volleyball matches. Well, now it has its change. Of course, with the deco bromide, you can unlock the second subframe by just using the owner room missions. That's how you unlock the second subframe here. So the owner missions do have its worth right now if you're only considering about the meta of the game, which is not a lot. It's just a passive slot, really. So it's still negligible. But of course, right now, as you can see, I have it unlocked here. It's because I have this deco bromide here, the jewel pearl. This is from the birthday gacha, and it only costs 10. And most of the regular SSRs cost 15. That's why I can add it up to 25. Uh, as of right now, that's only applicable for me for tech. Uh, because this is the only birthday gacha I have for the Deco Bromide. Oh, the Stellar Gemini as well will also work. That means for stamina. For POW, definitely sure I don't have. So, how do you upgrade Deco Bromides? You use the Deco Bromides here. Unlock. Choose one first. The one that you want to use. This one is I'm trying to upgrade for now. And uh, if I want to upgrade this now, I can use one of the SRs that I have here for flashy technique Marirose. You basically just unlock it. Unlock, and then you start uh, to input it here. Of course, I'm not going to do that right now. Uh, I'm saving this to SRs for now. Um, yeah, it will add up. Once it gets to level 5, you can go for rarity up, and then uh, you spend it with the pens that you get in the VIP point shop right here, the shiny deco pen. That's how you upgrade the SR to an SSR. Same process as well for ours going to ends. It's just that every event I try to clear the deck of bromides right away that needs to be upgraded. You may have seen me do that in the past if you are watching my videos. I just didn't really talk about that. And now this is the proper video tutorial to talk about it. I also have this one, the R overflow. I used to had a lot of R decobromides that doesn't fit anything with the other decobromides, so I just feed it to one decobromide, the overflows. But as of right now, I'm not getting any R overflows of decobromide, so it's still there, still stuck at level 3. Those are one of the things that the beginner's guide doesn't tell you. I mean, uh, DOAXVV has been around for quite some time, so I'm not surprised if most of the player base are already already know all of this. And there are also some players that are in the mid game already, or like me, late an end game already. Another one that was discussed in the guide is is you don't use the R's and N's to upgrade uh, a swimsuit. And yeah, I agree. For swimsuit, yes, use the stones. Let's see, like this one, SSR. Use the stones, this one. Don't use the R's and N's. But for accessories, use the accessories. Uh, you can exchange it for VIP points if you want, but it's not really that needed. You only get once a day FP battle and it only costs 20. I have 6,000 right now. It's really that negligible. If you want to buy the shiny deco pen, I mean 300 is a lot already. It's not like I'm going to need more of them. I can only see if you want to spend more VIP points, it's because of the food to give to the girls for girl XP. But this doesn't really add up too much. So the best source of girl EXP is still to use them in the matches, in the event matches, the grinds that you do. And that's it. 6,000 VIP points is really enough, or way too much. My source of VIP points really is from the awakening stones that you can buy in the event shop. The SR awakening stones. This one, the natural bouquet, I don't really need it right now. I already had it and Max Awaken, the ones that needs it. So as of right now, I don't need it. I'm just buying them to trade it for VIP points. Because I'm on double trend right now. So, the excess will just go here. I trade it to the VIP points here. To get myself some 6,000 VIP points. Of course, not all of them. I mean, from the time I was playing as well before, it did add up to 6,000. Most of the R's and N's, I use them to upgrade the SR accessories or the SSR accessory. Uh, this is a demo I want to showcase. Whenever you upgrade an accessory, whether it's SR or SSR, you upgrade it based on the attribute. Like this one. This is an SR head stamina accessory. It's stamina. You want to feed it with stamina accessories as well, or suits. It's also fine. Uh, why? Because it gives a bonus I'll show it to you right now. Uh, it needs 1600 EXP for the next level. If I give it 10 stamina and it will give 1500 EXP. Whereas if I give it to tech, it's only 1000. Same for POW. It's only 1000. You get an additional bonus of 500 EXP just from using the corresponding attribute. Of course, this is you don't see the difference much, but if we use an R instead, this is 26 right now. It will go to 28. If we use hmm, if we use an R that is tech or POW, let's go for tech. It's only 27. There's a difference of one level at least. So that's big. That's really a big boost. And I also suggest that if you're nearing 30, use ends more to save hours, because you need a lot of hours to basically speed run this upgrading the accessories. See, it only needs 8 to make it to level 30. So I'm going the other route and choose N to save more hours. And there you go, level 30. It does give a buff for the corresponding attributes. You can see it on the festival outfits more. Like this one. 208. No, this one. See? There's a change. I will get an increase in tech and my POW will be nerf. So making them into level 30 gives you 58 POW, as you can see from this one. This one is level 1, so it's only 150 POW, and for the level 30 it's 208. It's not much really, but it can still make a difference. You also go for the potentials as well. Stamina and POW. It's already been said in the guide as well. Okay. Uh, there are 4 metas or strategies available to clearing the event ladder. Although I wouldn't say the other one is really for the event ladder. It's more on event farming. So obviously the first one is just go to the gacha and get your trend SSR, which I did. I have all of them here. Marirose, Kana, and Fiona. I like all of them. That's why. And That's why I'm using them right now. It's in Here's Fiona and Kana with all the boosts they get from the Trend SSR and the Trend SR. This one is the Trend SR right now for this event. And I posted this already a few days ago. But I have the Marirose Trend as well, which gives 12,000 tech and 10k stamina, which is very powerful. But I'm not using Marirose right now because she is already level 81. I need the girl XP. So I'm using Fiona and Kana instead, which is fine. Uh, I really do need the girl XP anyway. For more uh, for the character episodes basically, which can lead for more owner level, more FP. You can save more FP battles. uh, in this SSR, I did pull for it because it is new to me. I've rarely see this is like the first time I've seen a tech SSR that has dual passives like this one, because it's technique plus 40 and opponent's power minus 30. Uh, Most of the time I usually see are just this one. Technique plus 11, technique plus 45. This one, opponent's technique minus 20 and technique plus 5. I'm not really a big fan of the guaranteed technique plus 5%. It is really weak. Plus 11 is better, but yeah, I still think it's weak. Uh, this one is technique plus 40. Of course, you are relying on the proc of 15% chance only, but it gives a higher technique if once it does proc, and once it activates. Problem is not really the problem, but I mean, you have other options if that doesn't work out for you. If your SSR doesn't work that way, if it didn't uh, proc the 15% chance, you still have the SR's 20% chance. Opponent's technique minus 10. For this one, 10% chance. Opponent's technique, uh, 20% chance. Technique plus 10. Still have this. You still have the potentials as well. Technique plus 24. Stamina consumption minus 24. Or you can go for diamond stamina minus 6, or summit stamina consumption minus 5. There's a lot more, even the deco bromides as well. Spike attack probability minus 3%. Spike attack probability, wait, this one, 15% when attacking, technique plus 40. The other one is 35% chance when attacking, technique plus 20. You still have those if the SSR chance didn't work for you. And if, for example, Marirose you ordered her to faint, but the faint attack, but she used a attack instead. Uh, it will still trigger the stamina potentials here, so don't worry. there's a lot of procs that can happen in a single shot. That's why I went for to get this one, this SSR. This is I've never seen an SSR for tech like this one. Most of them are just probability of being an attacker, like the Platinum Minuet. This one is Technique plus 11. That's why I went to go for the gacha and get it. Uh, for Kana, it is a bit weaker, I have to say. It depends on your preferences anyway. But for Kana, it is technique plus 6%, opponent stamina consumption plus 35. Opponent stamina consumption plus 35 means it will make the opponents much more tired because they're using more stamina than usual whenever they attack, making them weaker and their stats weaker as well. But it's still a trend SSR. It's just that you kind of don't want to use this when you're not using a trend SSR, when you don't have a trend SSR anymore in an event ladder. You will highly most unlikely use it unless it's your only SSR. But if you are already at the end game, you have a lot of SSRs for your main girls, then yeah, you don't really need it too much. Uh, that's the first meta, going for the trend SSR. The second meta is not really to clear the event ladder. Uh, it's just the trend SR. I've used it before in the past. I mean, I had struggles before acquiring event currencies. That's why you can see it for Marirose here. Level 70 on an SR swimsuit. Just to get the event currencies. This one is for the festival match. It's a ranking event. That's why I needed the trend boost. Yeah, that's as you can see. That's what it's not really advisable because if you go for it for the event ladder, the farthest you can go is S match, first match. Yeah, this one. The S first match. That's the farthest you can go with the trend SR. And then you just spam it to get all the event currency you need. But if you want to clear the SS Plus without the... You want to reach up until SS Plus final without the trend SSR. Whether you are saving for V-Stones or you got unlucky with the gacha, this is where the third method comes in. I do call it the minus strat. The ones I'm using is Tamaki and Marirose. For Tamaki, this one. In before, I used to do the Linerite Prism when I was new to the game. Opponent's power minus 40%, power plus 10. But I've got this now, a way upgraded version. Power plus 45 and opponent's power minus 45. It's basically a much more upgraded version. It has a high proc percent chance as well. That's why. And then of course you equip it with the corresponding decobromides, SSR POW, or SSR plus if you are a whale. and have the SSRs at your expense. And then the potentials as well. Stamina, pow, and then more stamina. And then this one, the SR accessories. Um, Opponent's power minus 7%. This one, opponent's power minus 12%. And then the SSR accessory, which is normally just a boost. But of course, it's an SSR. You would want to equip that. This is for the off trend. And then this is the one I use mostly for Mariros. Whenever I don't have the trend and just clearing the SS Plus final. Mariros and Tamaki. And so this one is power plus 50. And then opponent's power minus 45%. It That's why if you see my other videos from before, I can clear the event ladders easily without any trend SSRs at all. It's because of this minus strat. Minus strat because you weaken the opponents whenever they attack. That's why. And since they attack, they consume stamina, making them weaker. So that's the third meta. For the fourth meta, uh, the guide, the beginner's guide said, don't use stamina suits unless that's your only choice. Well, of course, the game has been updated ever since, and stamina has its uses now. It's not as bad as it was before. But this is more for the whales, the pay-to-win players. So, for the I checked my friends list earlier and most of them don't have it anymore. The stamina meta. So how the stamina meta works is basically like my Mariros. My Mariros right now. Wait, let me just change it to Mariros. You get two attributes. 10k stamina and 10k tech or POW. Depends on your choice. What they normally do is she will wear a stamina suit like this one. My birthday gacha Stellar Gemini. And basically it will be like what? For 8,466 stamina there, as you can see. Plus with the lotions that I can get. But the lotions are going to be stricter because it should be based on the other attribute. So you're only wearing stamina and the others are all tech or POW. It depends on your base stamina suit. This one is a POW. As you can see from the base suit, it's 4,254, but right now it's 7,000 tech. It's because of the tech SR accessories that I am acquiring for Mariros here, equipping to Mariros. Another thing, the problem with this stamina meta is that you can't multi-roll. You can't because right now my memory rose is at EX Lotions 15, Pow Tech, and Stamina. If I were to use the Stamina meta, I would have to replace this EX potions here by 2 more POWs. And I already did that before, and I wasn't aware of the meta back then. And I already gave the other EX lotions to Hitomi. Uh, I really don't suggest that you remove it unless there's an event lotion event. That's the only time you can remove them and interchange them if I were you. But if you have the enough EX lotions anyway, then go for it. It does makes the multi-role very limited. You're only basically sticking to one attribute and then stamina. So that's it for the stamina meta. I still prefer the minus strat because both POW and Tech can perform it way better. But of course, POW is the much more superior one just because of the passives. Again, going back to the trend SSR for this current event, this is like the first time I've seen a Tech SSR that has this passives right here. And of course, it will take me some time to fully awaken it. So currently right now it's still a bit weaker. So so I'm still going with the POW, and of course my Tamaki is locked in the POW scenario because her lotions are for POW. I'll show you this one here. There. It's an event exclusive for the Black Dragon Mirage. So I kinda don't want to lose it. I mean, you can retrieve it back if you are still wearing the Black Dragon Mirage, but I'm not trying that out for myself for sure because I really don't know if that will work. Lastly, my recommendations for event farming. If you have double trend, definitely go SS plus final match to get the maximum amount of the event score. The trend bonuses as well will be at its maximum range as well, and the event currency drops that you can exchange for the shop, the event shop. Buy anything you want to buy here: poses, stones, the event items. uh, Nor, Definitely go for SS final. I mean, it is obvious of anyway. And then if you have one trend SR, go for the SS plus first match. Or if you are following the same minus strat as I am, go for SS plus first match as well. The minus strat can handle it. You will lose once or twice. If you don't want to lose FP, go for SS matches or go for S matches. Again, going back to the trend SR, if you only have trend SRs, the farthest you can go is S first match. But if you are aware that you have a weaker SSR suit, uh, SS match, first match, is is fine. But do take note, of course, once you lose, like you get unlucky with the gacha or you're saving for V stones, you end up consuming more FP battles. Like right now, I used to had no trend SSRs for a month, and this used to be 400, and now it's at 362. When I originally started the game last year, uh, I was at 200 FP battles. And the 100 FP battles before wasn't even introduced in the game. I was recording this earlier already. I've been talking for 40 minutes only to find out that my mic didn't record halfway through. So now I'm double checking if I'm still recording, and that's why my voice is very tired already from all the speaking earlier that didn't get recorded anyway. And most likely I forgot stuff that I wanted to mention. That's why right now I'm trying to make sure that I have things covered. Uh, yeah, you get FP bottle refill drinks once a day. Get it. Uh, for VIP point shop, just use the awakening stones, and you don't need to buy the gifts here if you want to. I mean, to save VIP, because the only thing you want to buy here is just the FP refill drink. That's it. The others, not so much. You buy them from time to time, but not too much. If you're rushing for a girl XP, it doesn't really add too much. But if it's only like 200 XP left for a level up, then yeah, you can buy this for sure. The deco pen only if you are running low, but I don't see that happening too often. As for the this one, the electrifying deco pen, this will help you unlock uh, the second the second passive to be an I highly suggest spend it right away. You can misclick and use it on a girl that you don't want to. It happened to me on Kasumi. I was just looking at the SSR that I got. Now it's there. So in order to avoid misclicking, I suggest once you get the pen, just spend it right away. So that way you are much more aware where did you consume the the pen. I mean, it is really rare. You can use it on this too, or this one. I'll go with this one. Ah, okay. Okay, this one for now because it is currently the trend anyway. I mean, it's still up to you what you want to do with it. I'm just saying that you want to avoid misclicking, spending it on a girl that you don't want to use it on. Uh, just making sure that I did not forget anything. I If I do, I'll just make another video if that happens. Uh, I am planning next is to make an SSR review if I could. That's why I wanted to lay down the basics first on how the meta works for this game. Oh, I remember it now. DOAXVV is a game. It's still a game, of course. That's why it still has its meta. But don't overthink it really. Once you get to know how the game works, it's really that easy anyway. I'm an end game player already. It's really that easy. I mean, if you're struggling with SS Plus final to make it to rank S, uh, of course you have to get your trend SSR for that if you are lucky. But if not, then don't try. But if you get the minus strat, you get SSRs that has the minus strat in it for the passives, then yeah, you can most definitely clear the SS Plus final matches without any trend SSR. Uh, Once you clear it, really, that's it. It's really that simple. You just farm for the event currency, whether it's SS Plus final, SS Plus first match, SS match, or S. Like what I said before. That's it, really. It's just a short meta game, really. Once you make it to end game, uh, what do I consider as an end game player? We want to make sure that you get the most out of your FP battles here. So that, or, or another one is that in the guide, it's 288 FP per day of the growth here. You want to make sure like you have at least 290 or 300 FP so that you can AFK for a whole day and not have to worry about playing the game too much. And I really do think that the safe number is 300 because uh, it does makes you much more, you can make the most out of your FP battles for sure. But of course, as an endgame player as well, I use more the 100 ones because clearing a whole 436 FP right now does cost me like 20 minutes to clear. Or I think it feels like 20 minutes, but yeah, it is arguably long. The more FP you own, that's why. I'm already skipping the matches. Like, it's in the options for the players who doesn't know. Fast forward matches, auto tension burst, skip the fever skill scene, auto skip. That's it. Uh, just to save time rather than clicking all skip and you lose the match. That's what I normally do right now. Because if you all skip, you you don't use your tension burst inside the game. That's why. I again for SSRs, I do suggest getting more minus strat ones, most especially POW, because until now POW is still the better attributes out of all the three. And that's it. I'm definitely sure I didn't forget anything else. The meta is just too short for. I mean, it resets every week anyway. And then another new event ladder. Then that's it. Uh, Most of them have been tackled anyway on the beginner's guide. And subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. I'll definitely put up some more DOAXVV videos in the future. If, especially if I forgot something or there's a new mechanic in the game. And yeah, thank you for listening and watching. Thank you.